We try so desperately to change our mate's behavior. We argue with them, we complain, we scold, we yell, we scream, we do all kinds of things, and yet that behavior is fruitless. It exhausts us, it wears us down, and that other person doesn't change. I'm Dr. David Hawkins. I'm the director of the Marriage Recovery Center, and I want to talk to you about marital intervention. I've not heard that phrase used, and it may confuse you a bit. Marital intervention. What is a marital intervention? We know about a drug intervention. We know about an alcohol intervention. And we know about intervening with our children. But what do you do when your mate is driving you crazy? They're driving you crazy by their flipping things back on you, blame shifting, minimizing, rationalizing, all these kinds of emotionally abusive behaviors. And we become exhausted because we keep being trapped in trying to change them. So trying to change them is killing us. I mean, literally. Someone told me the story the other day. A woman said this to me. She said, I'm becoming a person I don't like. I don't like me anymore. I don't like the way that I'm behaving. How did I get this way? One insult at a time. One provocation at a time. One blame shifting at a time. All right, on to the topic of marital intervention. Marital intervention. This is where you use the power you have. Now, I know you're going to tell me, wait a minute, I don't have any power. He just whips me around. He just overwhelms me. He does this, he does that. And I agree with you. I agree. He does it all. I agree with you. I'm with you. He does all that. It's abusive. It's overwhelming. And yet, at some point in time, we have to get enough support in our life. We have to get with our friends, with our pastor, with whomever, with our therapist, our psychologist, our marriage counselor. We've got to get with someone who's going to sit with us and help us utilize the strength and power we have to bring about an intervention. What is an intervention? An intervention is the breakdown that leads to the breakthrough. These individuals that we're trying to change are wrapped up in their denial, completely wrapped up in their denial. Do they know what they're doing? Partially. Partially yes, partially no. I know that's hard to believe. So you would think that we could sit and talk with them, that you can talk to them, you could present your case, that you can present your story, you can talk them out of behaving the way they behave so that you can have a healthy, wholesome marriage. You'd think that would all happen, it would make sense, don't you? It's not the way it works. We've got to have the breakdown that leads to the breakthrough. One more time, because it's so critical. You've got to grab a hold of this concept, the breakdown that leads to the breakthrough. And I call that the marital intervention. So again, what's a marital intervention? Let me give you several steps. You're going to define what it is that you can no longer tolerate. Really important. You're going to define what you're doing now that enables the behavior to continue. And yes, you're doing lots of different things. And then you're going to decide what is the level of intervention that is needed to bring about change. For some people, it's a stern confrontation. For some, it's a stern confrontation with a threat, an ultimatum that says, if you don't change this behavior, then something really troubling is going to happen. You don't even have to define it. For others, it's a stern confrontation. It is the ultimatum, and it's following through with the ultimatum. I know some of you are saying, oh my goodness, he does not respond to ultimatums. Folks, yes, people respond to ultimatums. They do. Now, does that mean you'll have to follow through with that ultimatum? Very possibly. Met with a person just not long ago today who right now is preparing to leave her marriage temporarily so that her husband can get the message he must be involved in depth counseling with me to change really troubling behaviors. Is she scared? You better believe she's scared. Is she afraid he will not care and leave the marriage? She is afraid of that. But what she's doing now is not working. What she's doing now is killing her slowly, one insult at a time, one angry outburst at a time, one blame shifting at a time. It's killing her. So if you're ready for the breakdown that could lead to the breakthrough, and probably will lead to the breakthrough, I want you to think about invoking a marital intervention. And I'll help you with that. But in short, it means looking at what you will have to do, what level of intervention must be taken to bring about change. What level of intervention must be taken to bring about change? For some, it's a stern confrontation. For others, it's leaving the marriage for 3 months. I don't know what level of intervention is needed to bring about change in your marriage, but intervention is critical. Please understand that, and please gather friends around you who will help you be courageous enough to do this. All right, I'm Dr. David Hawkins, and I want to help you have a healthier marriage. I want to help you bring the bottom to him so that he will change. He will be so uncomfortable that he is ready to participate in depth counseling that will lead to identifying the troubling behaviors that are killing you and killing him and killing the marriage. You can contact me at 360-490-5446. Email me or my program manager at info@marriagerecoverycenter.com. Check out our website, marriagerecoverycenter.com, and we want you to have a healthy, wholesome, happy marriage. God bless.